Carol Burnett spent decades bringing laughter into American homes, her charm and humor making her a beloved national treasure. Most fans believed she was endlessly kind, never holding a grudge. But in her 90s, Carol revealed a side that shocked even her closest admirers. There were men she couldn't forgive, men who publicly humiliated her, undermined her behind the scenes, and tried to steal the creative ideas that defined her legacy. Who were these men? And what could turn a woman known for grace into someone capable of holding decades-long resentment? The answers are as surprising as they are revealing. 1. Marlon Brando, the star who crossed the line. Carol's first name on her never forgive list is Marlon Brando. The legendary actor, idolized by millions, left Carol so offended that she refused to ever share a room with him again. The story began in the summer of 1972, just months after The Godfather had made Brando untouchable. One night, while Carol slept, her phone rang incessantly. On the other end was a voice both familiar and chilling. "Carol, this is Marlon Brando. I've been watching you." At first, she laughed, thinking it was one of Brando's infamous pranks. Then came the words that froze her. "You'd be even better if you loosened up like the actresses I've spent time with." Not a compliment, not a joke. A subtle, calculated intimidation. Carol tried to stay calm, but inside she was shaking. The next day, a reporter called her publicist claiming Brando had complimented her femininity in a late-night phone call. Brando later doubled down, smirking. She took it too seriously. Comedians are sensitive women. That was when Carol knew. This wasn't admiration. This was mockery. She told a friend, "I felt small, and I've spent my whole life fighting not to feel small." From that moment on, her rule was absolute. If Brando was attending, she would not be there. And she stuck to it for 3 decades. 2. Cary Grant. Elegance that stung. Next on the list was Cary Grant, the epitome of Hollywood charm. It's hard to believe someone so graceful could make her blood boil, but he did. In 1968, at a star-studded Beverly Hilton gala, Carol approached Grant to congratulate him on a Lifetime Achievement Award. A director attempted to introduce her with a friendly remark. "Cary, you've seen Carol's show, right? She's making the whole country laugh." Grant's response, loud enough for nearby tables to hear, was cutting. "Laughing at what? Waving her arms around? Making faces? I don't get why people like that." Carol froze. She was no stranger to hecklers, but a Hollywood icon mocking her craft? That stung. To make matters worse, Grant whispered to Elizabeth Taylor, "She's not a real actress, just a housewife who got lucky." That night sealed his place on her blacklist. Years later, when Paramount offered her a role opposite Grant, she refused. Her team called it career gold. She repeated the same 7 words, "I won't work with a man who belittles women." Grant never apologized, and Carol never relented. 3. Lorne Michaels, the gatekeeper who shut the door. Carol's resentment didn't stop with actors. Lorne Michaels, the creator of Saturday Night Live, managed to turn an opportunity into a decades-long slight. In 1975, SNL was taking off. Carol, still a giant in comedy, was the obvious choice to host. But when suggested during season 2 planning, Michaels allegedly rejected her outright. Not her. She's the face of old television. Over my dead body. Her kind of comedy makes us look outdated. SNL isn't a retirement home. Carol didn't argue. She went quiet, letting the insult speak for itself. Decades later, NBC tried to include her in an anniversary special. Michaels' response, in a handwritten note, was brutal. Not relevant. Not funny. Not happening. Carol never saw the note, but the message was clear. "They didn't need me," she later said, "and I learned I didn't need them either." 4. Harvey Korman, the partner who turned cold. Finally, there was Harvey Korman, Carol's longtime on-screen partner and friend. Their chemistry was legendary, their humor inseparable. But behind the cameras, Harvey harbored a bitterness that left Carol blindsided. Even the most devoted fans couldn't have guessed the hurt Carol carried from someone she trusted implicitly. What unfolded in 1974 was a personal betrayal that changed their relationship forever. During a routine rehearsal, a minor lighting error set off Harvey Korman's anger. He shouted at the crew, "I'm tired of cleaning up her mistakes." Carol quickly realized he wasn't talking about the lights. He was targeting her, his longtime partner and friend. When she calmly asked why he spoke that way, he snapped, "Maybe I'm done being second on the Carol Burnett show." The words cut deeper than any outburst ever could. Carol retreated to her dressing room and cried. 3 days later, Harvey apologized. "I forgot why I started doing comedy." Carol forgave him, but she later admitted, forgiving him didn't fix what broke. The show went on, but their friendship never fully recovered. 5. Joe Hamilton, the husband who betrayed her. Joe Hamilton ranks 5th on Carol Burnett's list of men she could never fully forgive. The betrayal came from the person she trusted most, her husband and producer. Quietly, he began claiming spin-off ideas from the Carol Burnett show, including Mama's Family, as his own, leaving Carol uncredited as co-creator. When she confronted him, he didn't deny it. He said bluntly, "You're the talent. I'm the brain. I know how to handle business." It wasn't just arrogance, it was a confession. Weeks later, Carol learned he had been carrying on a long-term affair while she managed the pressures of the show and their family. One night, sitting alone at her dining table, she said, "I don't recognize the man I married." The divorce followed, but the battles didn't end there. Joe fought for ownership of her work in court, draining her emotionally and professionally. Even after the marriage ended, the shadow of betrayal lingered. When Joe died in 1991, Carol sent flowers but did not attend the funeral. Privately, she admitted that some wounds never fully heal. This experience became one of several in her life that left invisible scars, reminding her that even those who make the world laugh can endure profound pain. Carol Burnett's life was a mix of brilliance, humor, and resilience. Yet behind the laughter were moments of deep betrayal and disappointment. Joe Hamilton's actions, professional theft, infidelity, and emotional betrayal, left marks that never disappeared, shaping her understanding of trust, love, and self-respect. Though the public knew her as a comedic icon, only she carried the quiet knowledge of these wounds, proving that strength often exists alongside suffering, and laughter can coexist with the deepest heartache. If you enjoy classic Hollywood stories, timeless glamour, and legendary stars, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Share your favorite old Hollywood icon in the comments, or tell us who you'd love to see featured next. Turn on notifications so you never miss a new deep dive into Hollywood's golden age.